You got black psychologists who do black psychology. Jules Harrell being one of the leading ones. So what is the assumption of psychology that we even need black psychology? Different. Ego, id, super ego, empty chair syndrome, behavioral psychology, you got all this kind of stuff. The way you was raised, let's say we have three types of ego. You have the adult self, you have the parent self, which is part of the adult self, or the controlling parent, or critical parent self. And then you have the mature self as the adult self. That's really what you're trying to get. And then you have the child, the inner child. These three are in constant interaction. It's called transactional psychology. When a therapist brings in a person who's 80 years old and says, why do you insist on eating all your cornflakes one day? They say, I don't care, but you're a millionaire. I know, but inside, the inner child remembers when I was there. Wait a minute. Then the black psychologists come in and say, you eating up all your cornflakes was never an option. Because if we had one cornflake, we split 15 ways. Because the way that we know things, whether it be the Zulu saying a person is a person because of people, I am because we are. That goes for the cornflakes too. So the black psychologists say our point of departure is different. I can't come to psychology and accept this notion of id, ego, super ego. What is that? That's your theory, and it's based on your experience. It means it's based on your historical memory. That doesn't mean it's real. That means that's what you think. No problem. And since we talking about, you know, that's real. I mean, scientists. I didn't know that Sophocles was a scientist. So what the hell are we talking about an Oedipus complex in psychology? It's a damn play. You know why? Because at the root of every academic field and discipline is the parent discipline of them all, philosophy. That's why they have a philosophy of every academic field. There's a philosophy of engineering, a philosophy of mathematics, there's a philosophy of education. In other words, there's a way to do it, there's a philosophy of history. How do you approach this? So what Jacob Russ is saying is, okay, we're clear that we exist and we were doing stuff. Who helped us? All people who would. Now we did that, now we got to rescue the victim from European philosophy and science, from the assumptions that inform every field, every discipline. In order to do that, you need to be able to listen to yourself. And you can say that if you had one cornflake, you split it 30 ways at Princeton, and the 3 black people in the room full of 300 would laugh, and the 297 other people would say, now, how was class? It was cool. I mean, you know, the black professors are so cool. They tell jokes. Something about cornflakes. I didn't understand it, but everybody I know why my friends who work there want to drink after class. Because day after day, you spend your life explaining your existence to people who ain't mean. They just don't know. And then you got to justify your existence by explaining that's the purpose of black studies, in which I say, hell no, it's not. And within 10 minutes, all y'all got to agree on the fact that y'all don't do black studies. Which is why I don't know they'll ever ask me to come back, but I don't care. All I know it's one-shot deal. I always know how to say it. But that's why I said yes. Why? Because I know people are going to listen to this. And if you think for a minute, I'm going to let y'all get away with it if I have a chance not to, have people turn on the radio and think somehow black studies is the science of explaining black identity to white people, you crazy. And we work too hard in spaces like this. And by we, I mean all of us. You didn't just come here because you thought Howard was a competitive school. You came here because you expected something different. And you don't get it in every class or in every moment, you get enough of it. We shouldn't agree on anything. We should fight about everything. We should come to some consensus that we respect each other in our whole humanity. Hell, Michael Steele about to be over in Blackburn tonight. Everybody should know. He had a mother and father just like us. He got some ideas that are very interesting. He got some other things that are purebred garbage. And if you think about it, you feel like it, you should say something to him. Why? He didn't go to Georgetown, although he probably did tomorrow, telling a whole other set of chicken jokes. But tonight he's here. So if you say, yo, dude, if I see you at American, tell another chicken joke, I'll punch you in your face. This is Howard. I get to say it. And you know what you don't get to do because it's Howard? You don't get to call the police to save you. Why? Because the police are like me. They got the same idea in their head. So they're going to stand with their arms folded. As long as somebody make a move, you might take it. In other words, this is a black space. Say what you want. Argue. So, but in order to have an informed opinion, we must attack the idea of the idea behind the academic fields and disciplines. The ideas, the range of things we might call philosophy, and the techniques for generating knowledge, what we might call science. There's a field called political science. Is politics a science? Sure. Is it an art? Sure. How do you say it's a science? You create categories. So, one Macintosh and one IBM. One Macintosh plus one IBM equals 2 computers. That's easy because we have a definition of a computer. We know that whether you call it brand, okay, no problem. One dictatorship and one democracy equals 2. Say what here? Forms of governance, somebody say? Ideologies, political systems, right. But we have a category called ideology, or political system, or government, or structure, that we can then say, but here's the question, who defines dictatorship? Who defines democracy? You guys can say the powers that be. Those who think about categories, the philosophers. Once you got the categories, then you can apply the categories. But the trick is defining the categories. That's where the fight is. That's where what Jacob Russell called intellectual warfare starts. It's in once you define the categories, whatever you come with after that, you pretty much predict. I think black families are pathological. No, I'm sorry. I think the structure of the human family is nuclear. Woman, man, child. That's the definition. Sociology. Now, let's study the black family. Fictive kin. What was that? That means somebody who's not mother, father, or child. Or related by blood. Okay, let me ask you a question. Because see, I would take a bullet for that one even though we came from different wombs because her mama brought her over to play with me and they live next door and therefore we done slept in each other's beds more times. You telling me that that's not my sister? I'm saying yes.